All right, now that everyone has traced their vector, it is time to start painting. So we're going to kind of walk through every day what sections you're going to be painting, what values they should be, and how to complete those steps. So we're going to start with our lightest values first, then we're going to do our second lightest value, etc. Most of these triangles or each section that we're painting like this, we'll need two coats, especially if it's lighter, because lighter colors tend to be a little bit clearer. I recommend that you use the tip or the side of your brush to create flat, straight lines. Part of your grade is going to be how crisp your lines are, and especially when we're creating a painting like this where it's opera, you're going to want as straight as lines as you can possibly get. Okay, so here's an example of a finished product again, and here are the sections we're going to paint today. All right, you're only going to do these four. You are not going to work ahead. You're only going to do these four. So we're going to start in the top triangle section in the upper left-hand corner. You're going to use the value 1 along the bottom edge. So all along this bottom edge, you're going to use the value 1, and you're going to fade up to a value 2. Then we're going to move to this large triangle in the middle, where you will start with the value 1 in this upper point of the triangle and then fade to a value 2 down here. The next two will be these triangles right here, and they will be identical. They're just mirror images of each other, where you will start with the value 1 once again along the bottom edge and then fade to a 2 as you go up. Now, you might not get all this done today, and that's totally fine. I'm also going to demonstrate for you right now how to paint all of those areas.
So when we are working on our sections and we're blending acrylic paint, there's a couple things that you want to keep in mind. One is acrylic paint dries extremely fast, so you have to kind of work quickly. And two, your brush is going to need to be wet in order to blend those colors, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and mix a tint so that we have a color to work with here. You're definitely going to need a cup of water. You're definitely going to need a paper towel. Okay. So now I have three colors that I can kind of blend together, and I'm just using these three as kind of an example. So I'm going to start with my regular blue, and I'm not going to worry about staying in the lines, okay? And I'm going to get the paint on there quickly. And then I'm going to wash my brush out. I'm going to blob it on my paper towel. Then I'm going to go with my next color and I'm going to paint it. And I'm going to leave a little room in between. Okay. And then I'm just going to go in with a little bit of water at first. I don't even have any paint on my brush. I'm just going in with water. And I'm blending them together. Now, as you can see at this end, this blue paint has already started drying. So that's what I mean when I say you've got to work quickly. Unfortunately, the paint does dry pretty darn fast. And I'm still just using water. Okay, so that was all just done with water. So then if I wanted to blend this light blue into the white, I could do the same thing, where I paint above it, and then rinse my brush, and then just go back in with water. You can see where my brush is going, where it's already started to dry. Okay, so it takes some patience for sure to blend. You could even dab that way. See how the dabbing kind of made it go together too? It definitely takes some patience to blend, but you got to work quickly. That's why if you mess up and you come back the next day and you don't like it at all, the nice thing is you can paint over it and do it again, okay? But if you don't work quick enough, then it's going to dry and you're kind of out of luck. The nice thing is, though, on your sections, they're small enough that hopefully you'll be able to work quickly. So, once again, you're going to need your paint. You're going to definitely need a cup of water because you're going to need water, and you're going to need a paper towel to be blotting.